percentages here, but it looks like we're halfway there. And wow, this 24-hour live stream. Has really been a great success so far. We're just getting started. We're still waiting for some anonymous donations to come in um, that have been promised, but there's a lot of good energy going on here. There's a lot of encouragement, and there's a lot of gratitude. Well, I don't know how much I believe in money, because this is what I was saying for you, uh, Sean. You know, Sean said, "What about other people, Rob? I care about other people, and I don't want to screw people out of their life savings." But generosity is the opposite of screwing people. We're forming a relationship based on generosity and mutual care and mutual consideration. So, you know, that's one of those things where, you know, I'm saying to the people, I don't repeat it all the time, because it's something that doesn't necessarily bear repeating over and over again. But you know, I'm here to offer, I'm here to support, I'm here to help people in their lives as well. But I'm not just going around and, you know, somebody says I, you know, need some money for my car payment. Well, who are you? Why don't you get a job? Why don't you work for what you have and what your bills that you need to pay? And but anyways, you know, I'm here to support the members of this community if they're in need. Nobody here should be going hungry. You know, there's plenty of pizza delivery apps out there, and I'm happy to order you a pizza and to talk with you about the situation in your life. Um, you know, Shiva Kailash Shambho, he invited me onto his live stream. So I'm actually live streaming here. I'm live streaming on Shiva Kailash Shambho's channel. And I know a lot of people don't agree with that, but he's somebody I'm trying to help. And if he reaches out to me and says, Rob, he calls me Dr. Rob, he knows better. And he says, well, you know, I need some money for this new phone. I'm going to tell him what my heart really feels is that, you know, he doesn't need a new phone, and what he needs to do is he needs to work for what he wants and not sell you know, somehow it seems we're slowly, almost every aspect of Shiva is not something that we want to look back on because of how shameful it is, and it would be too strong to talk about that for Shiva. But there are people that care about you. There are people that want you to get well, Shiva. And I don't want to bring this Shiva character into this whole situation. He's just kind of a guy I know. And so anyways, I'm glad that we're getting our child support payments, and I hope that we're keeping up to date on our bills. Being realistic and not gambling or investing in stocks with the donations that we get. And of course, there's nowhere to run, there's nowhere to hide, and there's nothing better to be overwhelmed by than the power of generosity. And this is just practice for a lot more generosity to come. Certainly more than I can handle or digest. But all things considered, with all the excitement around this generosity, we have already been there and done that, and we're just trying to recoup our losses from some psychic interference from demonic energies and spirits. So, allegorically speaking.
So
So
who's hosting the fundraiser now?
none of your business, none of your community's business. There's no need to talk about any details like that on this channel. How about, and I don't want to take it into that because we have something very silent and reverent going on here, Shiva, and I don't want you to interrupt that in any way. I want you to be completely silent for the rest of eternity. Can you do that?
No, I can't do that.
Well, clearly not. So we are in the midst of a 24-hour live stream, everybody. Travis, I don't know what that means, but I'm happy to have your help in whatever comes up for me. And I'll reach out to you if I need a lawyer or if I need um, if I need the if I need something, I'll reach out to you, Travis.
So how long into the live stream are you already in?
I don't know, but we're on it. We're on it because, well, it might take a few of these $1,000 sessions for the new people here watching. Dr. Rob actually has a secret um, course, you could say, or a secret private meeting session that Dr. Rob offers. It's a 1 hour session. Well, it's not a 1 hour session. There's no time about it. You don't get 1 hour. I don't know why I said that. It's a $1,000 session. It's a private session. That's right, Shiva, where you can get the direct support from Dr. Rob himself in a one-to-one environment. And it's something that a lot of people are interested in, but it's not something that you have to apply for that session. You can't just, hey, Dr. Rob, here's $1,000. Where's my session? You have to apply for that session. So far, there's only been one person who's been approved for that session. And this is a very serious situation. And the GoFundMe link is right there, so you can take a look at that and see the money that we're raising for the Monk Life Meditation Motorbike project. Again, raising that money again. So,
Well, if it failed the first time, it probably means you don't need it. You don't need the motorbike.
we might need to turn your volume down a little bit more and put you over there. So, we have any questions from the audience? Sean, you've already applied and been approved, brother. You're approved. The session is yours. So please just when I have the time very soon, we'll go into that.
I think a more valuable investment is to invest in my phone fund. Hello?
Oh, I can hear you. I can hear you just fine.
Okay, good. Yeah. This is the perfect time to talk to Dr. Rob. He's sleep deprived, highly influential.
Well, this is a classic analogy that I don't know that I'm going to go into, but very important to understand. Generosity is not based on meeting someone else's desire. It's not what generosity is. It's not being a yes person. Generosity is about sacrificing yourself, sacrificing your ownership, sacrificing your control, giving away the action itself of giving away that which has value to you, that which you hold on to. That's why for wealthy people, let's say someone's very wealthy and they donate $5,000, 5,000 Australian dollars for the Monk Life Meditation Motorbike Fund. It's a good trick and we can enjoy it. We can get the bike, we want. But actually, this does not necessarily correspond with a large amount of generosity or necessarily any generosity at all. Whereas someone giving $33 to the Monk Life Meditation Motorbike Project may be quite a considerable amount of generosity. Because money is just energy. Money is not real. There's no such thing as money. What is money? There's no such thing as money. Money is not real. And if you have enough money, money becomes totally unreal. Not just for you, but for your children, for your family, for your children's children, etc. There's no such thing as money for wealthy people like that. Not in the way that we think about it. And the system is actually in place, in such a place where once you have enough money, the system just gives you more money. And a non-user, you're on very thin ice. So you'll lose your chatting permissions very soon. You hop back over to the Shiva's channel, and you can talk up a storm. So
Move the camera so we can see you better.
so being a yes person or being like influenced by other people is not about generosity. Generosity is more about detachment or renunciation. It's kind of like the difference between affection and love or attachment. Affection and love are fine. There's nothing wrong with love. Mutually shared acceptance or a heaviness of this quality of forgiveness and unconditional, as much as we can reach and practice with and be with, unconditional uh, forgiveness and openness and spaciousness. And when we're approaching spirituality or a spiritual life, It's not about full renunciation. Full renunciation is like a meme. You're not a prince in India 2,600 years ago. That's not who you are. It's not who we are. It's not realistic. It's not practical. It's not feasible. So we take steps concerned with this community of enlightenment as best as we can discern it. Because guess what? There's no idealism in the world. So you have to work with what you've got before you can work with something else. You may never get something else. So you have to work with what you've got first. And then we go through this process of becoming a donor, becoming a volunteer. A volunteer is technically better than a donor because a volunteer is has to kind of give their whole body and mind, even if they're just doing computer work. When you're volunteering, you're giving your whole body and mind. When you're making a donation, you're just kind of giving this energy that you have access to, that may have more or less connection to attachment. Like we said, for a millionaire to give somebody $1,000 is nothing. Intellectually, it might be something to them, but there's not actually an attachment about $1,000. Just like a regular person doesn't have an attachment to a dollar. Only intellectually, only superficially. So once we go from being a donor to a volunteer, and in that ecosystem of being a donor and a volunteer, now we're in a situation to receive teachings, basically, receive support. So we can receive what is on offer, what is shared, such as the precepts, taking the precepts. As much as you're a good-looking guy or look like the love guru, or have some kind of act or some kind of presentation that you have, and you're talking to people about being vegan and the Illuminati and stuff, yeah, people are intellectually shaking their heads, but they're not actually receiving you. You're not in a position to teach them or to transmit something to them because their cup is full. So once we are now receiving some teachings, now we can take this step to kind of be a yogi, to go into a yogi dimension.
Dr. Rob is
And
just
then
trying
we can
to.
choose to possibly become a monk or a nun, or explore this dimension, because the Sangha is something very real. Okay, Advaita Vedanta. Okay, Sadhguru. That's fine. But Sadhguru ain't nothing, ain't nobody compared to the Buddha. The Buddha, by most metrics that we would metrify anything of, and I know we're getting into something that people don't like, right? But in terms of Buddhism, or the tradition of the Buddha as an education system, or as a community system that's primarily about meditation, is totally unparalleled. So yes, there's different things going on here and there. This ashram, this teacher, this group, this ceremony, etc. But Buddhism as a school of meditation that is about non-duality and enlightenment and realization is in charge of Thailand, in charge of Myanmar, etc., to these varying degrees, but also a country, especially a country like Thailand or Myanmar or Bhutan. And
Dr. Rob,
anyways, fuck you and fuck you. I'm a Buddhist, and I was a Buddhist monk for 8 years, and I'm about fucking Buddhism. And if you don't like it, go and fuck off somewhere. Okay, I'm not here to convince you to be involved with what I'm doing. In fact, you have to pay to be involved with what I'm doing. To be involved with what I'm doing is not free. It's not something that you can just come and take. It's for people who are very serious and want to be involved with it. I'm not here to be a celebrity.
You're trying to
I'm here to
persuade.
raise the
Don't.
funds. I'm here to raise the donations for my bike, for the Monk Life Meditation motorbike. We're stuck. We're stuck at 64%. We're stuck at 64%. We're looking for someone to make a donation that brings us up over 75%.
Anyways, this is boring. I'm gonna end it.
What do you mean you're going to end it? What are you talking about? Shiva, listen, man. You got to be happy about this stuff, man. This is called empathetic joy. I'm not even going to tell people what Shiva's situation is right now because it's so disappointing. Shiva, this is a joy. When you come out here to visit my home, you're going to be able to ride on the back of that motorbike and go for a little ride with me. Won't that be nice? Won't that be
Yeah,
fun?
sure, it'll be nice.
Do a vlog together? So what do you got your what do you got your panties in a ruckus for? You set up that GoFundMe and you didn't make any money from it, but you made a bunch of money. You told everybody you were raising money for that phone, and so people donated on your YouTube app. So why don't you use that towards your phone? Then you have enough for your phone. You still haven't bought that fucking phone. You didn't need it, man. You still don't need it, or you would have bought it. It doesn't make any sense, man. Now you're moving and you're showing the lag on your phone. So why you need it? If you need it, you would buy it. You've already received more than since you started that GoFundMe thing. You've received well over 1,000 Canadian dollars in donations. Because I saw a live stream where you received $500 Canadian donations in just one live stream. In just one live stream. So what are you doing, man? And hello, YouTube donations are not a monthly income from you. You're not getting a check from YouTube monthly normally of a certain amount. So you can't say that that's your monthly income. That's not your monthly income. That's just an arbitrary distinction that you're making. Why you want to not buy that phone because you don't need it, man.
Do you need the motorbike?
What?
Do
If
you
you
need?
needed it, why didn't you buy it?
If you need the motorbike, why don't you buy it?
It's a project. It's a project that we're doing here. It's not about me needing the motorbike. And I will have to say that the original GoFundMe was a little bit more concise about the project that was going on. I felt maybe it wasn't. Maybe I'm being too critical. And sometimes I will have a critical mindset. So please, you come back and you say, Dr. Rob, don't you ever talk that way to me again. And I'll say, okay, I'm sorry. So listen. Listen to the silence. It's real. You keep forgetting nothing. And I'm not here to hit you over the head about, and here's Fax Incognito, who's just going to be hopeless for his whole life. Shiva's extremely patient. Well, he's not patient about buying that phone. He's never going to buy that phone.
Somebody mentioned to me on my live stream yesterday that they may potentially buy me a new phone, an iPhone 17.
Great. So then you can, Kazumul says you're a liar.
Aren't you happy for me? Don't you think it'd be wonderful for me to record you on that phone when you come over to my house?
Whatever you need, man, you just get it. If it was me, we're different. If I needed a phone for my live streaming, man, I'd be rushing off, especially if I had enough money for it. So what's your deal, man? Why haven't you bought that phone that you need?
Patience.
Definitely, Sean. Definitely. There's no spoon, there's no phone. There's no you, there's no me. I don't even know. Are these Australian dollars? Are these US dollars? I can't stand that. It must be Australian dollars, right? It is.
Somebody on my live stream, actually, Mr. Tahoe, he said that he donated $3,000 to your Western Union. Did you get it?
No. Just fuckwads talking shit. You got a lot of those on your YouTube channel. Anon user, this is your final warning. Don't talk to Sean that way. Now, will you post my GoFundMe on your YouTube channel right now as a sign of mutual respect and mutual support?
Yeah, once you say that people should support me for my new phone fund.
You've already been supported for it and you're not buying it. So what do you want people to do, man? You made 400 more than 400 Canadian dollars on one live stream. And just me, you got to realize just me spending time with you right now and speaking to you like this is lowering my value. Do you understand that? Do you recognize that? Literally,
What? Are you crazy?
me associating with you and bringing my energy to you in this kind of amorphous, vague, nonsense energy that you have is lowering my value to my donors, to my students, to my supporters, to the people that are looking for answers, looking to me for answers.
I think I'm doing you a favor.
Really? In what
Yeah.
way?
Your ego is getting eroded through my presence.
Yes.
Randall, thank you very much. With love for Shiva. Nice, thank you. That'll go towards my phone.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Where? He's right there. Oh.
Uh, hello.
How do you not have thoughts? We take donations, Anon user. We don't take music requests.
So you agree with me then, don't you?
No, I'm saying that what I'm teaching to people through my embodiment is it's a very subtle, sensitive energy. And me bringing your coarse and ridiculous and unstable conspiracy theory energy into this paradigm is lowering my value to my students and to my followers. Surely you must recognize that. Thank you, Sean. He's not initiated into Shunya. You'd think he was Sadhguru's right-hand man, the way he talks about himself when he's talking with a meditation master who asks him about Sadhguru. You'd think he's been washing Sadhguru's toilets, the way that he talks. Anon user. Well, you're truly flattering me, Sean. I'm very easily flattered. Pivvox, that means you're more advanced and you're more representative of Sadhguru than Shiva is. Anon user, you either donate the rest of the money that's being raised on that GoFundMe, or I'm going to have to realign your chakras.
So
We're going to work it all through, Sean. Sean, I did say I don't want to be a stickler here, but I'm confused about what I'm seeing. I don't like Australian dollars. I don't believe in that. And I don't even believe in that in Australia, because you take the train in Australia and it's like they borrowed India's old trains or something like that. There's not power outlets. They don't seem to know what they're doing over there. And I did say 500 US dollars, Sean. So hopefully we can get that fixed up on the second round after the meeting. if you're comfortable with that. But it's ultimately up to you. It's ultimately a donation. We've received another donation of. Have we received another donation? We have not. We have not. Thank you to Travis. Wait a minute. I'm getting at Travis for using the Australian bucks, and Travis is doubling down. Thank you so much, Travis. Wait a minute. No, Sean is doubling down. What's going on? Okay. Okay, everybody, relax. I'm sorry. I apologize. It's just there's a lot of things about Australia that I don't support, and this is one of them. It's a political thing.
You're lucky to
Let's
have any
all
at all.
take a step back. What?
You're
What,
lucky to have.
Shiva?
You're lucky
Thank
to
you,
have.
Sean. Thank you, Sean. Seriously, thank you. Thank you, everybody. We're all gonna get everything. We're all gonna die and go to heaven. Go ahead. What do you want to say, Shiva?
You are lucky to have any donations at all. By the way, what's this?
That's the difference between me and Shiva. Shiva believes in luck.
What's this? Remember what this is? These are
Let's
your
go for both, Travis. Let's not limit ourselves.
This is your
Because
attachment.
what we're really moving towards is, some of you may know it. Yep, that's right. That's right. Feel the energy, everybody.
Through the heartbeat, drums echoes, the pulse of his heartbeat. To the radio talk, poetic speech. The extent of ambition must believe. Hey, future, keep a solid vision on me. Native lingo, history is skin deep. My only sin was the color of my skin, so I'm a sin to pride, emancipate, mental free. And instead we were fading time. Throw them up, restored the test of time. I blame it on time, but we blame it on time, so I claim it on time. So in this image, music for the free spirit. Hey, inspiration for those who really need it, not those who listen, but those who really feel it. After that time, the maze of survival of a culture.
Sean, this is for you, buddy. This is Archie. This is Grandpa Uncle Archie.
The last story. What will go on?
Come on, everybody. Time. Survive. Who wants a little bit of freedom? You want your money back? You got it, baby.
Unity restores order. This words from a father to a daughter. From the mother to a son. She will and begun.
Yes.
Just in a way.
I'm liking that.
The flame of your mind get open.
Yes.
Future is the hope.
We're coming, Sean. We're coming. Don't worry. I'll see you. We're coming.
In an execute of respect, but the people becomes relevant.
We're on our way.
Concept alone is irrelevant. Ambition such as everything. Why we grab mics and go ridiculous.
The story.
The break is the battle.
We made it. Yeah. The story. We can go on. We have survived. We have survived. Because of our time. Feel the freedom and it's because of our stories. Yes. Because of our stories. Hey! We have survived. Our time. Our time. We have survived. Because of our time.
Okay, that's enough. Okay, thank you. So we got a super chat here. Least Trustworthy Weasel says, how long must we suffer through Rob's gaslighting sessions? He's a narcissist teaching you the art of dark deception.
I think I'm sorry, Sean, because what's going on here? I missed your your second donation at that time, at that moment.
So what do you have to
So
say?
what I'm working to share with people is the realization of non-thought. Fundamentally remembering nothing. So that's not complicated. That's not difficult. And I'm seeing some balanced energy in there, Sean. So you're doing better than a lot of your, people who've been down that path and gone through that journey. So this is something that is transitional. One moment of non-thought to another moment of non-thought. Do not think. Do not produce thoughts. You will regret it.
Lukey Walker says Rob is Walter Mitty.
Anybody know who this is? I found somebody online. I don't know if anybody here knows who this
Don't
is.
show that.
And I love he's
So
trying to
funny.
play it cool and trying to play like the ironic. He's cool with it, but he's trying to pretend that he's not. Let's just see what this guy's cool with and what he's not. Tell me if you'd be cool with this.
One, when it comes to love, I was put on this earth to spread a message of one man is in a position to help. Take a look at this. The Toronto Maple Leafs will pay you $2 million if you can get Darren Roanoke with his wife in time to win the Stanley Cup. The second best guru in the world is coming to town. How do you do? What are you calling me? Einstein. 5D moment. Name.
Is this a 5D moment?
Right,
the second best group in town? Oh, Toronto Maple Leafs?
Anybody know
anybody from Canada?
Know
anybody from Canada? Looks like that. Love
Change the audio filter.
Spyglass Entertainment presents Rashni says I can alligator soup and make it snappy. Because alligators are
Change the
snappy,
audio
and
filter.
at the same time I want it from. Yeah?
Change the audio filter.
You wouldn't believe it.
Jessica Alba. Yo, James, boyfriend?
Well, I mean, there was one time in college.
Really?
What's that?
I didn't hear anything. Justin Timberlake. Someone ordered a special Quebec pizza. You know?
So how do you respond to that, Shiva? How do you respond to these images that people are seeing and these videos that people are seeing and these allegations and these reports of how you talk with service workers in non-white countries? It's horrible. I had to stop it and say, like, what are you doing? Because I don't want to go into it. And people have rightfully got on me and said, you're too, the way that you talk to Shiva is you demean him constantly. And I don't want to go into that, but he really has an energy about him when he's talking with service workers in non-white countries. I can't imagine. He probably, I don't know.
Anyways, you're not going to respond to this allegation that was made against you?
The love guru.
Jojo, yes, reach out to me on Facebook, Instagram, or Discord.
Okay.
Switch the audio filter. Jojo, reach out to me on Facebook and we'll chat.
Yeah, reach out to him on Facebook.
How long must we suffer through Rob's gaslighting sessions? He's a narcissist teaching the art of dark deception.
It's a demanding energy. That's right. He has a very dark, demanding energy when communicating with service workers. All right, everybody. Well, the GoFundMe is still up. We're still waiting for those big anonymous donations to come through.
By the way, your GoFundMe link doesn't work on Discord.
Don't worry about that. Don't worry about what my GoFundMe link does or doesn't do. Okay.
Oh, I'm worried. I'm very worried. Let me go check out your GoFundMe right now.
Yeah, go ahead. Check it out.
Okay.
No, I don't know what the deal is, but he's a guy. He's a nice guy, and he works for himself, and I think that's his biggest problem. I told him this guy Colin came over, sweetest guy you'll ever meet, Dharma eye opened, very keyed into guy, very keyed in guy, very insightful guy. Some people here know Colin. They've seen Colin before. He's a very good looking guy. And you would not believe how Shiva avoided this guy. And at one point I sent Shiva a message and I said to Shiva, I said, come and spend time with your brothers. Come and spend time with your brothers. He sent me this weird message back. He's never sent me a message back like this before. And he said, I only have one brother and he's in Canada and within a Canadian flag next to it. I said, what? We spent hours together. We spent hours sitting outside of Seattle's talks. We spent hours joining the meditations. We spent hours listening at the end of the night. Colin had to go home. Colin actually has a job, Shiva. Colin, I mean, can you? I want to pull myself back because I don't want to go in that direction too much. But all I can say is that Colin really, oh yeah, he was intimidated. This Colin guy is a real guy, real ladies' man. And whatever that means. I mean, he's just a good-looking guy. He's a man's man, and he's a Mel Gibson type, and he's very relaxed, and he's very kind, and he's very kind of reverent. He has a reverent personality, a lot of reverence in him, and openness. He talked about how when he was confiding in me, I don't even know if I should share this. He was confiding in me about when he came up. Oh, he's a lot bigger and taller than Shiva, and he's fit. And he came up to me afterwards and he said, you know, I noticed how when I came up to you and Shiva, like I had all these ideas in my head from the stream, and I saw how like those didn't apply to actually being there. So he gave Shiva so much openness and so much forgiveness and so much kindness, real alpha type. And that's the kind of guy that Shiva does not like to be around. That's why he lives the way he does. And you just couldn't believe it. You couldn't. I couldn't. And I sent him that message. I said, come and spend time with your brothers. And he sent me this weird message back and said, I only have one brother and he's in Canada. I said, what the heck is this guy talking about?
Well, something that you don't
Come
know.
on, everybody. We're not. Wait a minute. Whoa. Everybody, pause. We need to do a hard pause. We need to do a true pause. Oh, my gosh. Some of these people are, you can't help them. Somebody said that they were right. Sean, you were right. You were right, Sean. There's some people that can't be helped. But anyways, we have officially raised, it's not the way we wanted to raise it, but we raised it this way. And it's a lot of good people in there. And all the people in there are good people. We have raised $4,000 in 4 hours or less. Can you imagine that? Can you believe that on a 24-hour live stream? And let's all get W's in the chat for Travis, who's a master baker and a master nicotine addict as well. And he's a great donor. He's a great supporter. But it's not just Travis. That's, some people can look at this and say, you know, because I'm kind of thinking of this in a meta perspective. But there's a lot of great donors that stepped up here. I want to say thank you to Travis, of course. I want to say thank you to Sean. I want to say a special thank you to our friend. I would like all of us to say a special thank you to our friend in Singapore who kind of stands in the background, Huan Wen Wong. For their donation, an anonymous donation, and there's still an anonymous donation that's waiting to come. There's an anonymous, and there's another donation that needs to come. Where is this person? I'm going to call him right now. Hold on, before we celebrate everybody, because I don't want to mess this up. W's in the chat, everybody. And thank you so much, Travis. We really We really do appreciate that. This is exciting. The thing with the bike, Travis, is that we're planning to, I'm planning to be established in Vietnam long term, and this is a must-have. This is a major aspect. So, anyways, we have psychic contracts that are out there, and we're gonna check in with those again. But we've done it, everybody. We have met and exceeded our goal, and we plan to continue to exceed our goal with over 4,000 Australian dollars, $4,000, frankly, raised of the $4,000 goal. Can we get some W's in the chat? No, no. Did the Scottish guy donated too, right? Gee, we're leaving a lot of money on the table, everybody. Jeez Louise. I didn't even think of the Scotsman. And we need to make sure that because he's a part of that. I'm not getting overwhelmed. I'm not getting excited. None of this is going to my head. But we got to get this guy on the phone. Anybody know what the extension for a Scotsman is? Six, seven. Is it really, Eugene? That would be a big sign. Man, we're leaving a lot of money on the table here. We got to find out who these people are. Scottish extension number is 44. So it's got to be this guy. We got a lot of 4-4s calling in. Oh my gosh. Anyways, we're gonna reach out to these people. We're gonna so technically we probably have raised, all things considered, and then that's the worst of that is not the money, but to see that guys to get a return instead of really having the full receiving there. We can't have that. We won't have that. We don't do that here. I tell you that I really know how to let go. I really know how to practice letting go. Maybe we can do a voice scan. Does anybody have the recording of his voice and we can somehow put that into AI?
The greed is unmatched here, playing in Dr. Rob.
I'll talk about it a little bit. There's not so much to say about it, but
I gotta go. You milking or squeezing your fingers for the last drops?
We're not milking anything here, buddy. These people wanted to donate. These people wanted to donate and to support this. I'm going to reach out to them and let them know what happened with this GoFundMe and give them the opportunity to donate. That's my responsibility. So I remember we got an anonymous $1,000 donation. We had a donation from the Scottish guy for $1,000. Did we have another large donation that we're not aware of? We had another $1,000 donation. Well, but the goal was only 3,000. Didn't people give a little bit here and there? Anyways, there's around $3,000 that's on the table as far as I'm aware. And we're going to make sure to reach out to those people that we can and make sure that they're received. I don't know what you're talking about, the greed, Shiva. These people want to donate and support the work that's going on here. Do you understand that?
What work is going on here?
Well, we're teaching people to practice non-thinking and to realize their self-nature, to see their own minds. We'll get it. We'll get it, everybody. Don't worry. If we can't get it back in cash, we'll get it back in kindness. Unbelievable. Unbelievable. The generosity of this community, the high standards that we hold in this community. No, Seattle is busy, Anon user. Seattle is uncomprehendibly busy. Unfathomably busy. So he, I mean, I guess I could call him. We could do a conversation, but it's not appropriate. Well, you keep thinking that while we continue with the GoFundMe. We haven't stopped yet, everybody. Let's exceed our goal because actually our original goal, we didn't know what bike we were going to get. And now we've got our eyes on the NMAX, and the NMAX is a little bit more expensive. So we're continuing to build on what we've already established, and we've got more than enough to support that wish. Anyways, I'll do that on my time. I'll figure it out. Don't worry about it. I'll worry. But we don't need 10K for the bike. But we could use another 1,000 to round things out. That was already donated. What is greed to you, Shiva?
It's a unquenching thirst for more.
Well, this isn't an unquenching thirst for more. This is, we want to make sure that all the expenses are paid for the NMAX. The NMAX Tech Max. No, we're not going in that kind of direction. All right, everybody. So let's regroup. Let's resettle. Let's come back to center. Is there anything that you would like to talk about, Shiva?
Not particularly.
You should still be able to donate, even though it's the 4K limit. It should be able to receive more, but I'm sure we could change the max limit as well, and that's up to Shelly. Shelly can consider I mean, who doesn't like Christmas, right? But there's a whole process. You can't just go and magically show your GoFundMe receipt and expect that everything's going to work out. Everybody's going to get their fair share. That I can promise you. Everybody's going to get their fair share. Shelly B says, what are you looking at over there, Shiva?
I'm a busy guy.
Yeah, I know it's tough, buddy. You keep grinding, you keep working at it. You and Adi. I don't. You don't want. Nobody wants. Don't look at Adi's recent channel. I mean, Adi's really collapsing in terms of views and anything like that. Yeah, go ahead, Shelly. The sky's the limit. I think Sean might want to support in some way. And look at me. Everybody said Dr. Rob was done. Everybody said that Dr. Rob couldn't stop thinking. And yet, so if we can do this for a motorbike, imagine what we can do for, well, let's just work on the motorbike for now. Let's be practical about our stations.
All right, well, I gotta go.
Shiva, your views are going through the roof.
I gotta go change my rooms.
Just take a moment to reflect, man. Take a moment to feel your energy. What's going on inside? You read. Thanks, Jammy Jam. Yeah, I guess so. Wait a minute. I've got a meeting coming up pretty soon with a very important man in 1 hour. I'd be willing to offer you a coaching call at half off, Shiva. No, there's not too much nefariousness going on here. A little bit of frustration here and there, a little bit of greed here and there, a little bit of delusion here and there, especially about these people that just are, they don't have boundaries. And maybe that's for the best. Maybe that's a part of our learning process and our learning journey. Do you have any questions for me, Shiva?
I have to go. I have to move my rooms. So we'll live stream later on, and good luck. Congratulations. Enjoy that motorbike.
Well, it's going to take some time, but thank you very much, Shiva. You're definitely played a part in bringing this all to a head. We were stagnating in the GoFundMe for a little bit, and then your energy and your community's presence, it really brought a light into this aspiration and this work. And what's there to be nefarious about? Let's support each other. Let's help each other. The governments and Donald Trump they're doing all the nefarious work that they can possibly do. So what do we need to be nefarious about? Let's support each other. Okay. Goodbye, Shiva, and good luck with your GoFundMe.
Thank you very much.
Okay. Round 2, another knockout. See you later.